You say I don't care. Are you being smart? Are you being smart? Yes, you. Do you think you're smart? And you too as well. You really think you're smart? You're going to live your life like this and that's it? Smartness is a quality that you need to know what it means to be smart. So if you want to gamble your life away of the real life in the hereafter, be our guest. Don't blame us. Don't blame God. Don't blame the prophets and the messengers. You will have no one to blame, not even Satan, but yourself.
Hi guys, and thank you very much for coming back to the channel. I hope you enjoy the upcoming video, and let me know in the comments if you did. You'll be doing me a great favour, and that is to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll speak to you at the end of the video, but for now, ciao. Hello there. No, I don't know where he's gone unless he's just moved himself to a better position. Hello. I don't suppose you know Saeed, do you, normally around just about here? Oh. Sorry. Okay, thank you anyway.
You're not very professional.
I think I've got a couple too many. It's hard to, with the crowds. It's hard to, to get everything as it should be.
Is it a special archive you're building?
No, it's just my YouTube channel.
Oh, it's
to get as many.
What is your channel?
It's tell you what, if you go into my back pocket, that one, pull out what's in there. I'm sure they won't.
Well, all of it?
Yeah, pull it all out, and in the middle you'll find some cards. Take one of those.
Oh, okay.
No, I've got to get home.
I'll take one.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, otherwise the pickpockets will have it on the tube train.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Right. There's about 400 videos, but I've not found my niche. So just about everything you can ever think of, I've probably videoed it.
Yeah.
So
I found over the years. I'm not going to walk out.
yeah.
Even from different parts of the same person, So when people from Vietnam,
That here. Yeah. Fabulous, isn't it?
they watch their local news.
They're getting the BBC news, that's the trouble.
They do, yeah.
I mean, they're 12.
And this is what I find.
Well, only about 6 weeks now, but, well, yes and no, but I'm 76 and I was last here when I was 18 years old. So between 16 and 18 I used to come here on a Sunday, so I used to do overtime for the post office, and once they sent me out, I was coming here. So, yeah, I would have been, it would have been 69, I would have been 20, so 66 damage down to 63 or so.
I don't think it wasn't allowed, was it? It wasn't allowed.
I don't know. If it was or not, I can't remember.
That's why
there must have been the old-fashioned cameras.
They do have
box cameras. Tell you what might have just come out. Those ones that you can print automatically.
The Polaroid.
That one might be out.
Oh, they literally were.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to.
Oh, there. You don't
like, I know,
I was going to say, they've probably all lost, anything polarised, they've lost all its colours and sort of been kept in somewhere dark. I'm John, by the way.
John on stage.
I'll see you again, I hope.
Yeah, I'm somewhere on
Oh, what a day.
Busy or what?
Yeah, busy as hell. It's a good day today, good busy day. Yeah. I know what I've got to do. Could I ask you to go in that bottom, see the bottom bag? Yes, that one there. Yeah. And there's some small nil square batteries, very thin ones. No, anyone? Enough? Yes, if I could have that. Thank you so much. Right.
لسه عايش سلمان دولة محمد سواها ابو سعيد سواها هيا السلام عليكم السلام الحمد لله ما له حق ولا عبد المين له حق انا ما اتوقع كده سمر لا هو كي وحي قبل يجي وين بيصير هذا الجاي وين بيجي كمان بامبس ايش سبب بس so far والله ما شاء الله
I bought one today. It's wonderful. Fantastic. I love it.
ما عندي معلومات ما تحكي معين ابنه كان ولي العهد اخوه يقارن What is your channel? What's the name of your channel?
Go into my back pocket there. Back pocket.
Yeah.
There's some cards in there.
Later on, but just tell me the name because I've probably heard of it before.
Vlogging with a V.
Yeah.
Journalist.
Okay. That one I haven't heard of. I'll check it out.
Vlogging journalist.
And you come here quite often?
Well, for the last 6 weeks. I think I only missed 1 week, so yeah, not too bad.
What are the engagements that you've captured so far?
Sorry?
What are the interesting topics you covered?
Here, it's mainly religion because I'm a non-believer, so it's actually good to get debating. You can debate on that, and a little bit of politics, but not a lot.
Yeah.
So it's mainly religion because that's what everyone's talking about.
Right.
And I find it really exciting, listening to them and watching them as well. Very good. Yeah, very exciting.
رمضان مبارك
Look at Afghanistan. What a nigga. That's wrong.
Right, thanks guys. Humble servant. And John. One generation is still there. Yeah, is that Judy Brown? I don't know. I haven't found him. Jesus. A lot of people have been on. I missed you. I missed a lot of you. Sorry. 3 samples. He's got diarrhea. Without listening to all the verbal diarrhea on here. I'm a Farouk, Tin Man. Not with this government. Yeah, one generation. Yeah, no, got me back. It's still there. It was me. I got in the wrong place. Right, I'm going to go for a walk. So one generation. Tell me where this bloke is in the brown coat. I'll see if I can find him. Are you still there? Right, I'm looking for anyone in a brown coat. You seen anyone in a brown coat? So I'm joking. One of my followers has said find someone in a brown coat he wants to speak to. So I'm just having a joke, find someone in a brown coat.
What are you selling?
Nothing, I'm just videoing what's going on.
Oh, you're just videoing? Oh,
yeah,
right, okay.
For my YouTube channel. Oh, right, and okay. One of my friends that's normally here, he can't be here today, so he wants me to have a little chat.
Very nice. This part of the...
Yeah, I have to have a few because I've just brought that one with me. That's run out of battery, so that's long gone.
My friend has come from Australia and he wanted to come here. I thought that's
fabulous. Oh, but that's an experience.
It's an experience.
You have a nice afternoon.
All right. Cheers.
See ya. I videoed him earlier. One generation. Yeah. Okay. What I'll do, I'm going to go round and what I'm going to do is hopefully, if I pass him, you can tell me. My mate Francis, so I'll just say hello to him. Hello Francis. Leave it to it. See you later. I call him Nijinsky. No, Nijinsky. The horse that won the national once, I think, wasn't it? Or the Derby, one or the other. I can't remember with his I remember Nijinsky. What do I think about him?
He's fighting for his life, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's scared because he would never get into an argument with the President of America in his own unless you're completely terrible.
I think it was
going to turn against you.
I think it was because Nijinsky, if you don't mind me calling him that, it's not his first language English, is it? So, and I really feel like he didn't know how to talk to Trump, and Trump took it as an insult. But, so I'm not sure. I don't see how you can. I don't know. I'm a bit half and half at the moment. Which way to come off the fence? What about you?
Yeah, I just think Zelensky is a little crook.
Well, we might find out, might we? If
that's what I think he's afraid of.
Yeah.
The Ukrainian people turning against him.
Apparently, his wife drives a Bugatti.
Yeah, he's got a mansion.
Yeah, that's worrying.
So he's worried that he's going to get Ceausescu. He's going to be hanging from a lamppost. He will. I reckon. Yeah, we'll just go and live in somewhere. Yeah. Who's his ally? He'll probably come and live here. We'll let him live here, like a king.
Like Assad, who left Syria. It was funny that he's willing to train you now. You have no place to talk like
Right, one generation. I'm going to see if I can have another look round. Right, brown coat. Will he be talking or will he be walking around? I presume if I videoed him, he must be speaking.
We forgive each other.
It's a beast. Nature is a beast. So this is here, there's competition. You're eating my food. I take them out.
You see, like on YouTube, there's so much to do. There's so much to do.
So, brown coat, black cat. Right, let's have another look. Look for a black cat then.
So if only people with 2 passports are lost? No, brother. You see,
Is he a black fella or a white bloke? Muslim or Christian, do you know? It's not this bloke, is it, in the leather?
They might be right what they're saying. When they came in boats, lived in Jesus, were you free?
Okay.
When Jesus came in boats, were you free? They made chambers and they numbered you.
Not Francis there, he's got a sort of brown coat and a black hat, but it's not him, is it? His name's Francis anyway.
I've gone back home, I'm free. I've gone back home, man. You watch porno? You watch porno? Can you stop watching porn? You realise how much slavery was.
Very, very unpleasant.
Did you say he was a speaker?
I mean, read it, please read it. It's extremely... So, you know, I sort of go through...
One generation, I've forgotten your first name. Can you remind me? You know what my memory's like? It's like Civ. Just why don't they let me out, you know?
I mean, I suppose.
Thanks, Captain Rich Sparrow. Thanks for coming on and having a look.
Because Bilal is...
We're live around the world.
Nice. How's it going? How many viewers?
Not many at the moment. No stress. Drop down. No, I don't do many. We've got to speak to the street night. She had 45,000 the other week. Imagine having that many followers on there. Yeah, anyway, I've only just started. I've only been here 6 weeks and I've only been going live too. So that's okay. Plenty of time. Yeah, I reckon I've got another 10 years before I die. See you later. Oi, optical turnkey. Right, yeah, David. So where's this looking mate of yours? What's his name again I'm looking for? Brown coat, black hat. And someone I've already videoed. No, I bet it's not this one, is it? That's not your mate, is it?
God gave Jesus
You go to Saudi Arabia. You go to Saudi Arabia. Christ!
Hello,
How are you?
yeah, I'm okay, yeah. How you doing? I've been watching a couple of your videos lately.
Thanks. Did you enjoy them?
Oh, yeah.
think it was protests in here. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hamas kill babies.
Yeah.
It means every man, woman,
The gluttons of protest.
everything. You destroy everything. Every Israeli that's been through the educational system knows what this means.
Excuse me.
And that's why Mansour asked a very simple question. We love Jesus. We do not believe and we do not ascribe such blasphemy to him that he said, kill suckling infants, babies rather, suckling babies that have not done anything according to
they've done something. They've done something. There's something called generational sins, sir. Have you heard of it? Your father's sins can come on you.
Why? This is why
it's true. Especially if you're killing other children. You're sacrificing children. That's what I'm saying. Why you, sir? Why are you not telling the whole truth? You're telling partial truth, sir. You're a liar. It's called being a liar. You are a liar. You are a liar. You are a liar. Why tell the whole truth? Nothing but the truth. Don't talk out of context there. Your Quran says kill unbelievers wherever you find them. We found Steve. Let's kill him. Let's go into the Quran. We can kill you. Let's go into the Quran now. We can kill you now. It was for specific people who had specific sins against God and against humanity. And it's a punishment from God.
Were these kids shot, head and chest? Where are they getting this from? Did we have any recognition of people other than shouting and coughing at the mouth? Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to go. He was asking a very simple question.
He never, Mansour never said why. Why did God choose that punishment?
That tells you, that instructs you
Did God say to the children,
is the Bible.
So the reason why I want to bring this up is people have been brainwashed and conditioned to only think like, oh, in Palestine, they are that's why the whole world like evil. Islam is a way to go away from the world peaceful. It's disgusting. It's not this. Everything that we donkeys, horses, sheep, rabbits, anything that breeds, currently, you need to totally wipe them out from it. That is very important. We are told to the Lord of the Bible about the concept which is so loving. What is that command that teaches? Is there any love in that? Go and kill, instruct, go and kill babies, infants, innocent people. So just by coming up with an excuse like Hamas did so, if Hamas kill babies, they are wrong. They are absolutely wrong. I'm not killing babies. I can tell you that's my perspective. I don't need to defend hummus or Hamas or anything like that, because killing babies, instructed to kill babies, suckling infants, is not justifiable in any shape, way, or form. If you disagree, ask your conscience. What did that baby do? Take a good walk with me. Does that baby know what is right, what is wrong? What crime did that suckling infant do that you want to get this baby killed, shot in the head and in the heart? Targeted killing. Because it's not shooting on the finger or on the feet, on the stomach, on the head. It's targeted killing. Definitely kill. We ask, why do you shoot to kill in the heart or on the head? So if we find the whole world is justifying the murder of killing, murder of children and babies, we are going to ask you people of conscience, people of good heart, if there is anything left in your heart. People of civility, civilization. Are you a civilized people? Well, I hope so, because civilized, sign of civilization is not being a barbaric individual killing babies. So I want to assume there are people out there who consider themselves to be civilized, who consider themselves to be kind, merciful, passionate, but more, or rather, that you are just. If you have any iota of justice left, I want to ask you, what are you doing? What did you do? What have you done to stop the oppression of innocent people? It happened to be your governments, your people. It happened to be you supporting and killing the babies. Where is your conscience? Are you not going to have nightmare every night? Waking up that you are baby killers?
Why does Islam exist?
When are you going to wake up and say enough is enough? I am not going to be driven like a sheep, blinded by ignorance, compounded by hatred. When are you going to wake up and say enough is enough? Justice is not looking at, oh, is that person a British or a French or an American, but rather when you look at life, every life is sacred. Human beings, when they're on a plane and the plane is about to crash because it's malfunctioning, do you say, I'm going to ask you this question, do you, Zishan, say, let me ask this question, how many Pakistanis were in the plane? And I said no, and he said, thank God, I'm okay now. No Pakistanis in the place. Who cares about the rest? Or are you going to ask yourself, were there any French in there, or are you going to say human beings? Doesn't matter whether they're Pakistanis, Chinese, African, Bengalis, Indonesians, English, or whatever. Human beings. What do you think? How do you think? Do you think like that? Thank God, no British people in there, so I don't care about the rest. This is inherent racism. Inherent racism. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in his very last sermon, he obliterated this concept of racism. Do you want to recall what he said, my brother?
The Prophet, peace be upon him, said there's no superiority over a black, over a white, of an Arab, over a non-Arab. And on the contrary to that, we see certain people proclaiming to the world that they are the chosen ones. And if you are the chosen one, surely there needs to be more responsibility. And one comedian was saying, chosen to do what? Chosen to kill babies?
No, chosen
to kill infants? Chosen to flatten Gaza? Look at the before and after. We're chosen to kill children and shoot them targeted in the chest and in the head? Chosen to do what? Chosen to use 7-year-olds as human shields. That's what we're seeing in the West Bank. Yeah, people are used as human shields. Chosen to do what? Chosen to commit your crimes and then post them on TikTok. I still can't believe we're debating this. It's on their own Facebook and TikTok pages. They're posting their own crimes up. Those clips are being submitted to the international criminal courts. How are we debating it when they are themselves saying this is what we're doing? The people have left. They've gone to their home and they're smashing it up. It's unnecessary. They're going there, they're extracting the people, sending in human shields, extracting the people, telling them to come south and then bombing them as they come south. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot write this sort of stuff. This is the most ludicrous thing I can recall in my lifetime and beyond also. This is ludicrous, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that we have people over here then coming and shouting and telling us Christ is king. My question is, why those choice of words? Christ is king over what? You see, is this the Christ that we believe in, Muslim?
Christ in Islam was a mighty messenger and a prophet of God who worshipped God, who commanded people to worship God alone and not to worship anything else. But instead we find the majority of the world worship him instead of God. I mean, if the majority have gone wrong, we need to ask why. Why have the majority of the people who worship a creation rather than the creator, we need to ask why. Is it because there is some absolute critical thinking? Because that's exactly what we find in
What is the proof that Allah is the creator?
as we are discussing about religion, what we establish is the religious people who worship other than God, they don't employ.
How is Allah the creator?
Those people who don't worship God at all, they don't employ critical
What proof is there that Allah
So one thing in common.
There is no
the
proof.
common denomination factor.
Why does it come so late anyway? Why is Allah so late?
The common denominator
6th century
is the absence of critical thinking. So one of the things, my brother, I want you to remind me. What does Allah tell us about the use of the internet? Does He say, don't use it? Or does He encourage us to use it? Or does He say no?
Oh my God. Look at this.
Absolutely. I mean, when you pick up the Quran, you pick up the Hadith, pick up the books of the Aimah, the scholars, whoever you want to see. Reason, logic, common sense is never divorced from the equation. We're told to ponder on the signs of Allah. We're told to follow our faculties and
Allah says He's God is that He goes to Bible.
Lead us to rationality.
Stories.
That's why you see people, even that take God out of the equation. Western philosophers, even they, when they use their rational faculties, don't arrive at the Trinity.
So I want to ask my brother here, right? What does Allah say about the aql, intellect, exactly?
What are you talking about the Trinity?
To understand really
Hey, you don't pay to talk about the Trinity. There's no Trinity in the Bible. Tell me, there's no Trinity in the Bible. There's no word Trinity in the Bible. You know this? There's no word Trinity in the Bible.
Now, those people who will be in the hell, they will be called and say that how did you get diverted or got out of the way by being deceived by the shaitan? Did you not use your uncle intellect? So uncle intellect is so much important in terms of guidance. The Quran says that he is the main that was the reason behind people going to hell.
just to now really take it home. In the Quran, there is a whole surah called Surah Al-Mulk. In this surah, God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, is describing
The God of Israel.
event
The God of Israel.
of the future.
The creator, the God of Israel.
What happened to a group of people and what was their consequence. So there are people who are dragged into the fire of hell to be punished. The gatekeeper, the angels of hellfire, asks them, did they not come to you, warners, prophets and messengers, warning you about this day? The people who are being now punished or going to be punished, they were asked that question. Did no one come and tell you about it? Did no one come and inform you about it? So that means punishment is linked with knowing what awaits for you or not. You cannot be punished for something that you had no idea about. Like no one can come here and arrest Brother Dishan and say, you know what, you're wearing the beautiful jacket today, that's now penalty by death. They can't do that. It's this whole such law. You know what such law? That if you wear a beautiful jacket like this in this corner, it's death penalty. You didn't know such a law. There's no. Did anyone know that? Did you watch it in the news? Did you watch it in the newspaper? Did the parliament pass a bill like that? Nowhere. So they cannot arrest him and punish him because of such a law. He needs to be informed about it. If he was informed, perhaps he would not choose to wear such a nice jacket here today, for example. So the hellfire, as the people were about to be dragged into, they were asked, did no warners, prophets, messengers come to tell you and warn you about it, inform you about it? They then made that confession. Yes, they did. Yes, they indeed came. But what we did was we belied them. We rejected them. We disregarded them. But there's one more important thing, as the brother mentioned. Then they will make this confession that I want you to really think and ponder on. They said, had we but listened to them or used our intellect, we would not have ended up in this hellfire, in this place. We would not have ended up in this place had we listened to those prophets and messengers and the warners, like we are warning you, or used our intellect, aql. That means the role of the intellect plays significantly in people's consequence where they end up. Did you use your intellect to worship a rat? A god half elephant and half man? A Palestinian man called Jesus? A black man called Krishna? Did you use your intellect to worship? Or did you abandon?
So why do they mention it? Use of intellect. Why is it so many in the Quran?
Place like
why would you mention a man you hate so much in your own holy book? You hate Jesus. Of course you hate Jesus. You just talking bad things about Jesus right now. And you never said no.
Because he's
a prophet. When
babies do not know.
You see, catch him in the lie. It's very easy when you know this game. I've been playing this game forever, my friend. I know every trick. Listen to me. I know every trick. Listen to me.
So when Islam,
why they not talking to
brother Zishan and brother Sarwar, when Islam
are you against Jesus? Listen to me. Are you against
worship God?
Listen to me. Are you against Jesus?
Does Islam say worship God because that's the religion of your forefathers? Or instead does Islam say even if your forefathers could be wrong? What does Islam say? We want to learn today about Islam, people. We want to know what Islam teaches. Does Islam teach us oppression or removal of oppression? So let me come to you first. What does God, Allah tells us about
the Muslims are oppressed all over the world. They have dictators. Listen to me. The Muslims are oppressed. They have dictators. Listen to me. Muhammad Salman is a dictator. He's not elected.
By its own merits, not by what the forefathers have done.
The Muslims are oppressed all over the world. Listen to me.
Just because it's culturally acceptable to be a Christian, they adopt that faith. But upon basic inspection of this faith, they realize that somebody holds it and can't practically actually follow the teachings of Jesus.
Why did Muhammad never say that? Muhammad said, endorse Jesus. Muhammad endorsed Jesus. He said, my credibility comes from the Jews. He said, why did if Muhammad didn't know this? Muhammad did not know this. Listen, Muhammad did not know this. What? So you're clever than Muhammad. You are clever than Muhammad. You're better prophet than Muhammad. Because Muhammad never said, don't follow the followers of Jesus.
Corrupt. Changed it. So this is what people need to really now wake up to. The religion that you are so following.
So why didn't God stop it?
It was.
I don't know. Why didn't God stop the corruption? Why didn't God stop the corruption?
But over the period of time,
if it's so important, God will stop the corruption. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Instead of worshiping
what about the corruption of the Quran? What about the fact that you are a Wahhabist and Muhammad Wahhab was a British spy? You are doing the will of the British. So now, why do you dress it like this? The will of the British for you to be impractical. The will of the British for you to be dominated by them. The will of the British for them. Your mind to be controlled by them. The will of the British for you to look stupid. Say we own 911. Why it's not you?
Oh, we've got the four races now.
The will of the British for you to be terrorists when you're not a terrorist. Listen to me. What kind of people are these? What kind of people are these? You are sellouts, sir. You are Wahhab. Muhammad Wahhab was a British spy. Muhammad Wahhab was a British is fine. But you're being Wahhabis, you're working for the British.
Wake up!
Every Wahhabis is working for the British.
Belief system.
They're doing the will to weaken the Muslims, especially the Turks. Especially the Turks. Listen to me. Wahhabism is a philosophy to de-weaken the Muslim world. Is that not true? Is that not true? Oh, no, is that not true? Show me scroll. Show me scroll. Show me scroll. Show me scroll. Show me the documentation. What's Muhammad Wahhab and British yourself,
you will come to the conclusion that the only holy scripture, the only ancient holy scripture that is perfectly preserved is only
to destroy the Ottoman Empire.
of the principles you are mentioning.
Islam is being used. Islam is used. You've been pimped. You have been pimped. You have been pimped. You have pimped. You have been pimped, sir. The Brits are pimping you. The British are pimping you. The Brits have pimped you for years. And years and years and years.
So this is something that...
By putting Wahhabism on the world, they are saying they're weakening you. Because Islam is not practical.
And we come together...
Islam is not practical. You cannot... There's no economics in Islam. There's no economics in Islam, sir.
Be able to arrive at the truth.
So we need honesty and intellectual. We need to also have the love, the passion, the zeal to know the truth and to accept the truth. Because the truth may be against your wishes. Truth may be that it's not in your ideology. Truth may be with someone else. Are you ready to handle that truth? Are people ready to accept the truth when it is not within your own systems, your own family, on your ideology? This is the question that you should now address yourself, because I think this is the most important obstacle. Because there are people who knew the truth and yet they persisted on not accepting it. Why? Because it goes against their ego, their own desires, their own community. So that's one of the things why we try to make people understanding is this. You can persist in believing whatever you want. You can carry on in doing whatever you want. You have the right and the choice to do so. No one's going to take it away from you. But know this, that there are sadly some consequences associated with our beliefs and with our actions. You might not see it in your own life, but you and I will die one day. Don't live in a dream or an illusion that you will live forever. I would not live forever, neither would you. I don't have the guarantee whether I will still be alive next 30 seconds. I have no idea. My life, as it was fixed when I was going to be born in this world, my death is likewise fixed. No one can bring it about.
We've found a major error in the Quran.
That is how
we've found a major error in the Quran. And we want to ask you, why is this error in the Quran? Are we allowed to? Give us permission. Give us permission.
Just judge. The creator of the heavens and the earth. Would you and I be able to justify our belief in worshipping other than God, believing in not being grateful to God as He should be?
We found an error in the Quran.
If we
you want to commit it?
Injustice,
we're scholars here. We're scholars.
Tyranny.
You're the scholars.
Do you think you will get away? You got away in this life, but do you think you will get away in the court of Almighty?
You're the scholars.
So what are you then risking your eternal life with? Do you think this life is going to be that's the end of it, and there's going to be no other life? This life is momentary, people. Compared to the eternal abode, this is not even the blinking of an eye. So you are gambling away the real life in the hereafter. Do you want to be in a life of misery, punishment, pain, suffering, torture because of your own making? Or do you want to be in a life in comfort, in happiness, in joy, in tranquility, in contentment? You make the decision today. No one is forcing you to do that, but the choice that you make has those consequences in the hereafter. If you really think you don't have time to do any of that because you're too busy with your studies, too busy with your work, too busy with your boyfriend or your girlfriend and whatever, death, the inevitable reality, will take all of that away at one point. And at that point, it will be too late and you will not have another chance to come back. Because you will be pleading to God, you will be pleading to the angels, send us back. Oh, can you tell God to send us back? Oh God, send us back, give us another chance. God actually in the Quran, the final guidance to mankind, informs us that this is what people will do. They will plead to God, send us back, give us another chance. But God will say, no, there was another chance. You had that chance and you were informed about it.
Can I ask you a question?
You neglected it. You abused your chance. So, taste the torment today, what you have done. There is no coming out of the hellfire. So, are you a smart enough individual to risk your permanent life to be in a place of punishment? Are you really that smart, or are you not smart? You think you're smart? Are you smart enough? I am going to now ask you directly, do you really think you're that smart enough to take that gamble, to take that risk? You don't gamble like this in everyday life. You are so cautious. You are so calculating all the risks. Oh, if I step on the road in a zebra crossing, am I going to run over? You make that calculation knowing that even a zebra crossing was supposed to be a safe crossing, but you still calculate by how? You look on the right, you look on the left, you assess, is there oncoming traffic which are not stopping? People are meant to stop, but there will be people who might not have seen you or may deliberately keep on passing you because you're wearing a burqa, for example. That's how we've seen this. May God protect our women who are with this Islamic attack from these evil people just because what they were, they are now being a target. So be wise when you are crossing the road, for example. But the question is, when you are crossing the road, you make that value judgment by calculation. Is it safe to cross, even though that was a safe pathway? You still make that precaution, take that precaution. But when it comes to your eternal...
Hi again guys, and if you enjoyed the video, please mention it in the comments. You would also be doing me a big favour if you would like, ring the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already done so, that is. It costs you nothing to do so, but does a massive favour to the future success of the channel. I'll see you on the next one, but for now, ciao.
Heaven or hell.